But one thing that we learned from what happened last night in Cincinnati is that we don't have to be helpless. CPR may have been integral to saving Tamar's life, and we can all be prepared to help those with those life-saving skills. Thank you so much, Lisa Neff.
Absolutely, thank you.
That's why you're here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So Lisa, let's start with this, because one of the things you mentioned before we started was there are those people that when you talk about CPR training, I'm guilty of, we just kind of walk by and say, oh, nope, not for me, right? What do you say to that person? Because I'm guilty of it.
I will say this, watching what we all watched last night was hard for so many people. It's not something you want to think of. Almost 350,000 cardiac arrests occur outside of hospitals every year. If you are doing CPR on somebody, you're most likely doing it on somebody you love or somebody you know. With what we saw last night, we do hands-only CPR education at all of our American Heart Association events. We do it for a reason. It's a public awareness campaign. It does not take the place of full CPR training with rescue breaths, but it empowers you to do something rather than nothing. And for those folks that walk by, I just encourage you, stop. Take the 1 minute to say, I want to learn how to do something. It does not take long. You know, our video is 60 seconds long on our website, where you can learn proper steps to do hands-only CPR, which is compressions without the rescue breaths. And then for those that feel so inspired, take it a step further. Take a class. Learn how to properly provide CPR with rescue breaths. Learn how to use the AED, because being able to provide immediate, what we witnessed last night, immediate intervention. CPR saves lives. You can double or triple somebody's chances of surviving an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest just with hands-only CPR.
And those were several minutes on that field. We watched. I think that was part of the trauma that we suffered together, is that we watched it and saw the time pass and realized that in those minutes, that action, the simple action of CPR, again, there was certified CPR being done on that field. But I saw something there that also kind of triggered me, because I took the training. And it's amazing how there was somebody who was on that field who had the presence of mind to say, okay, everyone, we're forming a privacy barrier. We're going to do CPR. I need you to stand there. And it helps to have that kind of preparedness in a situation that is traumatic like that. Can you speak to that a bit?
Okay, let's think of it this way and frame it a little different. How often do you practice fire drills?
Not since elementary through K through 12.
But you did, every year, multiple times a year. How many times do we practice for other sorts of cardiac emergencies or other types of emergencies?
Never.
If you can be prepared, again, knowing how to do something rather than nothing, to have a presence of mind about you, to recognize what's happening, to be able to recognize the difference between a heart attack and a cardiac arrest, to know when to start that chain of survival, which is what we witnessed, knowing to start CPR compressions, get an AED. If you are by yourself, you know, it's different. It's a very different experience, but starting that chain of survival, calling 911, beginning compressions, getting access to an AED if you have one.
I think a lot more people are open to it now, along with myself. And Lisa, please tell everyone where they can get more information.
Absolutely. You can go online to www.heart.org/CPR or www.heart.org/hands-only-CPR to get all the information that you need on the website.
And make it an absolute priority to find out where your AED is at all times. Every organization has them, correct, Lisa?
Not every organization, but many organizations do.
All right, well, there it is. Lisa Neff from the American Heart Association, thank you so much for making time to be with us this morning. It's been truly eye-opening, and we're so grateful for the information.